can you check me and Trevor's puzzle pieces?
I will do it today.
No, sweet cheese. Me
They
first.
just bring your tablet.
Hold on to them just for a minute. So we have to check those in. Alrighty.
So, Mr. Glover, what did all the money from the biomed grant go towards?
Okay. The biomed grant went towards my biomedical science classes, which we started teaching last year. They involve students that are taking the PBS class, which is Principles of Biomedical Sciences, as well as those that are taking HBS, the second year, Human Body Systems. One of the things we do is we want the kids to learn how to use the type of equipment that they're going to be using in healthcare professions. If they're going to be doctors, nurses, if they're going to be physical therapists, athletic trainers. And the main thing that we use is computer interfaces. Every student has access to a laptop computer, and we use the Vernier tools that use all of the different sensors we have. Through this Vernier, what they call a LabQuest Mini, we hook this into the laptops. We can use temperature probes, we can use blood pressure cuffs, we can use EKG sensors, just like this. As some of you maybe have seen whenever they put the pads on the patient and then hook up the different electrodes. We can measure the electrical impulses of the heart, of any other muscle in the body. So the students are getting some real-world application and practical use of some of the things that they would be using in the profession. So we've spent in upwards of $10,000 to $12,000 just on equipment for biomedical supplies.
Mr. Glover, what exactly do all the different biomed classes do?
Okay. Well, the first year you take PBS, which is Principles of Biomedical Science, and they make it fun by letting you solve a mystery of this person that has died from mysterious causes. Her name is Anna Garcia, and we read about her autopsy. We read about some of the things that were wrong with it. She was found dead in her apartment, and neighbors are, her dog's barking, and we learn about what the forensic person does that comes in. We learn about what the coroner does. We learn about the EMTs that were called. We learn all about those careers.
Okay, so in this class, a lot of the stuff we do is really hands-on. At the beginning, we just kind of started with worksheets and doing stuff together as a class. And then after we got done with just going over the worksheets, Mr. Glover taught us how you use specific procedures, and that helps you get to where you need to be. After that, he brought us back into the lab, and then in a lot of the places, we use the instruments within the lab, the beakers, all the different equipment to carry out the experience. And what it was is we started out with trying to solve what happened to Anna Garcia because she died. And so what we did is we went through and we did experiments to decide what she'd eaten, what kind of diseases she may have had. We went through and did crime scene investigator stuff and see what they did. What we studied a lot of the jobs that are involved with medical personnel, like ambulance, 911 dispatchers, the people who actually come to the scene, the forensic analysts. And then after we did all of that, we actually got to start doing what the forensic analysis do by doing the experiments on how to determine what was left in the stomach remains, what the difference in blood drop size was, how you can determine what happened. We did a lot of stuff. It's really hands-on.
In the HBS class, which is the second class you can take after PBS, we learn just about the human body systems. We go into much more detail. And that's where you get to use these guys, and that is the different mannequins. These are called anatomy and clay mannequins. And we actually get to build the different body systems in clay. And at this point in the year, we've only built the different muscles of the face, but later on there will be muscles all over the arm, the leg, the spinal cord, different places where we have muscles in our body, and we learn about the different identities and why we all look different based on our different muscle structure. So we learn about the brain, the eye, how our muscles signal to other muscles, how our brain sends messages and things like that. So very good, well-rounded class for anybody going into any kind of nursing or medical field, anything where they need to understand just basically how the body works.
Like a good neighbor.